Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello, good day, welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now, as you can see, we're about to do a premiere draft yet again after some very unsuccessful drafts. Now, I am Mythic at the moment, as you can see, but I would like to rise a bit, and for this I could use your help. Now, if you see me do anything, as always, feel free to comment, feel free to let me know what I should have done differently. But most of all, I hope you enjoy, and I also already got some feedback on the drafts that I'm doing. That means some people told me that I should probably mouse over more slowly because the cards are not commonly known by everybody. So I will just give you more time to read the cards whenever I explain a card. And that's about it. So, as always, if you like what I do, please consider to subscribe or share or leave a like, whatever you do. Let's get into this. Got my special dad mug here. Alright. Now, these lands are not lands I ever look at with any serious consideration, simply because it's very much built around. The other cards are a 1-mana exile spell, which is very strong, and its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle. So it's a very cheap spell, but you don't want to use it at the start, simply because you will ramp the opponent, and ramping means giving them advantage with the lands. Now, there's no real strong cards in this deck. I love Vault Plunderer, I love Prickly Pear, so I'm in between the Path to Exile and the Vault Plunderer. And I will probably pick removal higher than the Vault Plunderer, so I think I will go for the Path to Exile. Now, with any draft, you should keep in mind that the first picks you do should not dictate in which colors you will be eventually. Now, there's a cruel ultimatum. This card is a card where if you can pull it off to actually get to turn 7 or to 7 mana and play this card, it's just... Most of the time, it's going to cause you to win the game, but we're not in white. Now, I don't see any other very strong cards. I like the Cactarantula. Now, this is 3 colors, and I don't want to be in 3 colors yet. If this was passed to us while we were already in black-blue, for instance, or black-red in the second pack, I might consider taking it. But the other strong card in this deck is the Cactarantula. I also like Mourner's Surprise if you're going black-green. This lets you return something from the graveyard. And there's also Phantom Interference, which is a cheap counter spell, which is, well, most of the time worth playing. But I will go for the Cactarantula here, and perhaps we will end up in some green-white deck. Now, this is a stronger pack. Reanimate is a very strong card, but the problem is in the late game, you cannot get back any strong creatures because you might spend life, which you will need to survive. So it can be good, but I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it here. Claim Jumper is alright. A 3/3 Vigilance with upside, which is okay. I love the Brigand, and there's also Explosive Derailment, and there's a Vault Plunderer. Now, I do want to try and stay in white. So I will take the Claim Jumper. Nimble Brigand is also very good. And also Vault Jumper. So black might be open. Green doesn't seem too open. So let's just stay in white for now. And see what we get. This is a fine card if you want to go aggressive. Now, if you've listened or watched my other drafts, you know that going aggressive is not my strongest suit. I'm just not very good at it. Now, there's an Intimidation campaign, but it's not even close to our colors, and I won't pick this Form a Posse, because it will push us into red-white anyway. I think we'll just take the strong rare here, and maybe we'll end up with some red-white go wide deck. There's another Vault Plunderer. Black-blue seems open. There's a Loan Shark. It seems like the colors we are in are actually being cut off quite a bit, which is very unfortunate. I think the Loan Shark here is the stronger pick. Now I think the Vault Plunderer is, but blue seems more open than black. So I think I'll just go for the Loan Shark, and we might actually end up in very different colors than our first picks. Blue seems very open, so I think we'll just have to go blue, and maybe blue-white is something we want to try. Now the Newt is okay if you have enough instants and sorceries, but you have to be able to do damage with it. So it's not when you attack, but it needs combat damage to a player, which makes it way worse. I think I prefer the crab here. It's just a strong body which will stop everything. There's a treasure dredger, but I think we'll go for a plan the heist. Alright, blue is very open. Blue-white seems somewhat open. I will take the Shackle Slinger. It's very good if you can get multiple of these, but it's also very good if you can double spell. Now, it does need a bit of a build around, so we will try to make it work. But just since blue is open, I think we need to pick it. Here we take a failed fording. It's just an instant speed, and if we're going black-white, we actually want to be using as many instants if possible, because blue-white, because blue-white cares about not casting any spells during your turn, for instance with the Loan Shark. I think we'll take the Strix. I think it's better than the Spring Splasher. Both are not cards which I hope to play. Now I think someone else is also in blue-white, because the blue-white Signpost uncommon didn't table, which means we didn't get it back. Now we are in blue, but we don't have to be in blue-white, because as I said, our white is fine, but our white cards are not the ones which we have to play. They're not bombs. Alright, Vraska is very nice, but green wasn't open at all. So if we take it now, it will be on a splash, and we have 0 black cards, so it's not a rare I want to pick. I think I would like the Brigand. Committing crimes is easy in this format, especially with the lands, and just being able to draw a card even if you don't commit a crime. So for instance, if this goes unblocked, I think it's very strong. And we would like some card advantage, especially because we want to be trying to cast multiple spells. Now I'll just put the other cards aside, because as I said, we don't know what our second color is yet. Really getting mixed signals here. Buried in the Garden is prime removal, and I would actually consider splashing for it. So either we go blue-green and we splash white, or we go blue-white and we splash green. Both is fine, because there's also no other really strong cards in this deck. I don't think we can go blue-black. I just need removal. So I'm not too sure. Maybe I would really like your feedback on this, which pick I should do. Yeah, I think we need the removal. There's another Slinger. Green does seem open from this side, so maybe blue-green is the place we should be. There's so many Vault Plunderers, my goodness, we could have had like 5. I like the Stable Master because it ramps, which means it increases our mana, and we do need some creatures. I also like the Shackle Slinger. We could just commit to double spelling, which is also good in blue-green. I think this might table. People don't pick it highly. I do like it, however. I think I'll just go for the Stable Master. I know there's the Spinewood's Paladin, which I would also really like, but I think I need a 2-drop at the moment. Oh my. Outlaws Merriment, and there's a Consuming Ashes. Can we go... We cannot splash double white, I think. We can go blue-white splashing green. I mean splashing red for the merriment. This is just a very strong card. There's no other cards I really like except for this removal spell, but it's double black, so we can't really do that. I'll just pick this and see where we go, but we really need to make up our minds soon. There's a vigilante. There's a homestead, which I also like. I think I'll go for the homestead, since it's something we can surely play. There's a Geyser Drake, so blue is open. I think I'll just keep picking blue. We do need to pick up some deserts later on. There's a Razzle Dazzler. I will take that one. Yeah. I think it's a fine spell, but I think we'll just take it. The downside is it has to target a permanent we control. So I will take it. We might end up in blue-white splashing red after all. Because, you know, green wasn't really open anyway. I will take this one. It's a fine card, not something I would love to play. Here we take the Seize the Secrets. So blue being very open. I don't think green is something we can actually do. So I'll just put white back on the menu. And, you know, the Buried in the Garden lets us get the mana for the Outlaw's Merriment as well. But it will be very difficult. Now, I will take it, but prefer not to play it. This is a difficult draft. Really difficult. This is also a card I would not like to play. It's better in the black-white deck. Now, we could really use a bomb of some kind. This deck is also very weak. We have 11 creatures. I hope to get some very strong blue cards, because blue is open, but the blue that we're getting is not very hot. So I'll just take the bluffs here, so we can maybe play the Mermaids. Since we're blue-white, I think we'll have to take the Bighorn here, just a creature to stop the opponent. My goodness. This is one of the best cards in the game. Maybe we should have been blue-black. I mean, we saw so many of the what's it called, the Vault Plunderer, so perhaps that should have been our cue. I will take it. Maybe we can go blue-black, but this draft is not going very well, I can just tell you that. I don't like the stop cold. No, I'm really kind of lost here. Probably should have jumped into another color sooner. I will just take the stop cold here because it is blue and we will definitely play it, and we'll have to make up our mind what our colors will be. Okay. Yeah, black is just too open. We might just I'll have to do some thinking on this. This doesn't feel like a deck which we can win a lot with. Blue not being the strongest color. There's a blue-red card which I will take. Yeah, our fixing is also not strong enough. I think in the end I think we might go blue-black. Here's some way to fix things. We can still play that one. Don't really want to play the Rope Master. My word. This is just a messy, messy draft. Jin. Strix. Hypothesizzle. We can do that. No. I think in the end we will be going blue-black splashing red, not playing either the Merriment or the Buried in the Garden, which is just sad. Okay, so I picked up that blue was open soon, but I was waiting too long to choose in which my second color would be. So we won't be playing the Homestead, I think. Our curve looks like we need another 4-drop. Now I don't want to be using a 4-drop which we have to splash. We can't really play this one because we don't have double white, and the Treasure Dredger will most definitely not be around. So yeah, I think perhaps we should have, once we saw the Consuming Ashes, I should have gone to black. So I'm not having my hopes up for this draft. I think I'll just take another muscle and we'll see how it goes. Probably not too well. So I took blue, but maybe I was too focused on white and blue-white, and I saw too late that blue-black was open. There was the blue-black instant speed, what's it called, Scorn something. Maybe that was our cue, but then again, it's not the best blue-black card. Could have also been beyond us. It could have been that someone else who was sitting next to us also changed colors. Because we were getting white at the start, but then in the end it was not too much. Well, we'll see. Going 3-3 would make me happy with this deck. Now, I will keep it. I know that I would like a red source, but we do have some playables. Hello, whatever your name is. Okay, well there goes the Marchesa, I think. Maybe the Loan Shark. They are the strongest color combination, which is not great for us. Which one will it be? Alright, that makes sense. They probably have quite the removal, being in black. We don't have a turn 3 play, which is sad. I think we just need to try and stay alive till the late game and then play our board wipe. I think that's one of the many outs we have. They will probably put a 4-mana creature into their graveyard and then put it onto the battlefield, which is nice for a 4-turn play. What will it be? I think something like the Beaver. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's also nice. Now next turn we can double spell. I will not attack. Next turn we can maybe, at some point we could maybe tap that creature and return it to their hand. Yeah. I know it's not the best target for us to return to their hand, but it is somewhat of a tempo play because now our board state is much better than theirs. Maybe we should change an island into a mountain, but I don't want 7 blue sources, so and that's the baseline for me. I want to try, whenever I make my deck, have 7 mana sources, which for the colors which are used mostly in the first 3 turns. So if we change a blue one for a mountain, we will most definitely be lacking blue. Now, is there anything we can do? We can double spell. We can make them have no good blocks, which I think sounds alright. I will tap the, let's see, next turn we have a 1/3, so I want them to perhaps block with the Vault Plunderer, if they care at all. Here comes the beats. So this way, the reason that I'm tapping that one is if they want to gain life, because they're at 5, I will have a way to kill it. But I assume they have some other stuff. Yeah, okay, I don't have a way to kill it. I guess you gain 3. You're at 8. We have way more damage than that. Now they don't know we have this card, so we can return anything they want and we can make something unblockable. Okay, well, I think we have to do that. Now whatever they play, I do. Okay, that of course. Then we top deck our mount. Now they might not have anything, and I think we just have to go for it. I want to put a +1/+1 creature on the Strix. Return that to their hand. Now if they have the hexproof thing, that would be too bad, but I think we have to risk it for the biscuit. What can they have? Maybe the Flash Flyer? Consuming Ashes. Okay, well, I think they still die. Okay, good beats. Good game. Yeah, I made a mistake there. I forgot they could equip the Gold Pen to gain 3 life. So, couldn't really have done anything about it though, but still. Alright, off to game 2. So far the deck is working better than I expected. Now if you're new to this, I hope I can teach you something. If you're an expert and you're watching this, please let me know what I should have done differently, especially during the draft bit. I would love to get some expert opinions on that. I've only been playing for about 7 years now, so The learning curve on this game is enormous. No, I don't think we can keep this. I think we can keep this, and we'll get rid of the red source. Now we have all 3 colors, so it would be amazing if we could draw our, what she called, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we have enough deserts to make this worth playing. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, they will be attacking with that, surely. This is a nice play, I think. Turn 3, turn 4 plot. They will get in for some damage, but there's plenty we can do. Now, this Shackle Slinger will probably not live for long, but... I mean, I think it's good on both sides. I mean, if you're offensive, it's good because you can keep attacking, because you tap down the creatures, and if you're defensive, it's good because they will have attacked you and you can put stun counter on things. So I do really like this card. However, I think that of course if it was a 3/3 it would have been much better, maybe too good even. Sure. Well, maybe it's worth keeping Field the Forwarding for if they have another one. We can return the token to their hand, which is great because, you know, it can go to their hand, so it fizzles, it dies. Well, it doesn't actually die, but... No, we won't be blocking that. We need our Slinger. Yep, good card. Okay, now we could double spell, but there's no use because we won't be attacking. So... they have Vigilance, which is kind of deadly to us. We can attack them for 4 and return the beaver to their hand. Yeah, I think we might have to get a little bit more aggressive. So I'll play the Treasure Dredger and the Field Forwarding. I will return the Giant Beaver to the hand. And I will tap the Variation Varmint. That way we can get in for 3. Next turn I can return that again, if I want to. Or play the Djinn, which is just fine. As I said before, I don't really like this card. I think it's just okay. There's way better 5-drops, especially in blue-black or in blue-green or whatever. Yep. We need a way to get rid of the beaver, really. So I think we will have to take a beating here. And I will plot the Djinn. Not attack. They will probably tap something. And get in for some damage. Maybe we have to block anything, really. Wow. Yep. That's nice. Do we double block this? I think we do. Now I know that wasn't our primary plan, but we can block the Djinn with our the gem with our Djinn. That's a nice tongue twister. And we can play the Lone Shark. Now I must admit that our life total is getting a bit lower. There we go. So I will play the Djinn, because it can block. And I will play the Lone Shark. Now if they do tap the Djinn, that will happen once, but then we can return it to their hand, which is a fine tempo play. Oh, they can even tap both, of course. So we get in for 6. Yeah. Yep. They're getting really aggressive. They have to, I think. Would be nice to maybe get our counter from the top of our deck. It's still at 17. No, I think we really have to play defensively. And if I try to return this to their hand, they might counter it. Oh, they do so. Why would you play something? I think I prefer the card. I mean, okay. Well, we need much mana for that to work. But maybe we can stretch it so far. Okay, so let's just try. We can not double spell. Maybe we could. I think we have to try it. I will use this to hopefully get a land. Okay, well that brings us closer to the overwhelming force. And I will try to put that card on the top or the bottom. Now I think our life total is too low to stay alive, because they can tap something down, then tap something down in their turn and then attack us for 4. So I think it's too late. Yep. There's nothing we can do really. Sterling Keykeeper is just very strong. I mean, it is very strong when the opponent only has 2 creatures. Now we can play the muscle, but I don't think that will keep us alive. Oh my goodness. That was dumb. That was very dumb. That might just have lost our game. I should have played this land, obviously, because now next turn we might not have the 8 mana for the overwhelming force. Oh. Imagine losing the game like that. Oh well, we're dead anyway. They have the flyer. Well, good game. There's no point. Yep, well, didn't really make a difference. No, they just had a very strong deck. We lack removal. So we're 1-1. Let's just try to get ourselves to 3-3 at least if possible. That would be something I could live with, considering the deck we're playing. Okay. Not great, but I think we'll have to keep it. Alright, well there's something we could do at turn 2. I hope they're not too aggressive. They are red though, so they probably are. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, we will probably counter anything they play, if they do play something. No land. Okay. Then I'll just play this, because it can probably block most of their things. Now if they keep not drawing lands, it might be lucky for us. But we're also not drawing lands, so... Yep. Okay. Really need a 4th land so we can plot our loan shark. We do have many ways to tempo them out, but which means to slow them down. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, I'm not sure. Yep, we will counter that, thank you very much. Reason being, it's a very strong card, but they would get a treasure which they badly need. Oh my goodness, come on. I want to use my mana, and I don't control a desert. So... I will use this. They will probably put it on the bottom, because it's not a very strong card. We can attack for 3. Now, we're really getting screwed by our land count here. I mean, we got a similar problem, but I assume that they have more and better plays. There we go. I will just plot this, which gives us another card next turn. We can at least play something. I think our Vault Buster might die. I mean, it's not an impressive card, but it keeps them from attacking us, or at least doing damage to us. Sure. Now, I think I badly want to draw a card, so I might actually return their token to their hand. I know it's not amazing, but I think it's better than the Prickly Pear. And play a Loan Shark. Now again, we really need the red source for Marchesa. So far, we're just lucky that they're also being mana screwed. That is an annoying card. It will most definitely kill something of us. My word. Now we're drawing all the lands. Now, do I want to attack? If I do, they will block it with the Tiny Bones. When it deals comes into play, you may cast a non-permanent card from that player's graveyard. Okay, so I think we'll just have to block that if they attack with it. I think it's a sacrifice we must make. Now the board wipe spell, Overwhelming Forces, would be very nice because, you know, we almost have our 8 lands. They're not attacking. All right, we do have our 8 lands. My goodness. I think we just attack with a muscle. And if they block with the Tiny Bones, we will return the token to their hand. And then Tiny Bones will die. And ours won't. But I can imagine them just taking this. Now, I think I want to use this on my Overzealous Muscle because we don't have any other place. And I don't like this to die. One thing that I should have done during the draft is prioritize my deserts more. Okay, there's a crab, which helps us get to the board wipe. And I think I'll just attack with the Rope Master because that way Tiny Bones will die or some of his other cards. Okay, that's fine. I think he has the Vampire Flash Flyer to kill this off. Now, now it doesn't hurt to play nothing because we have the Canyon Crab, and the Canyon Crab lets us loot every turn if we don't play anything. Now they do have a clock since we have no flyers, or at least nothing to block their flyer. Yeah, the red splashing is really hurting us. These are just 2 dead cards. I mean, there's a great combination, but we really need our top deck. We need to top deck our removal spell, our board wipe. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's good. Good call by them. Very good call. Oh man, come on. Don't get salty. 8, 9 lands. We have 7 turns to draw our board wipe. Well, that is fixing, but it will also cost us lives. But I don't think this will save us. So next turn we can tap this, pay a life, create a treasure, and then hypothesize the rooftop assassin. Perhaps. So I hope they tap out. I hope they don't have the return to the battlefield card if we kill it, because that would be painful. It's pretty much the only threat they have at the moment. Yeah. Nice. Now if they attack with the tiny bones, I will block with the lone shark. I just don't want them, I think. I don't want them to take any cards. Yeah. There goes our fixing. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. Well, we need a board wipe. Top deck, go. 5% chance we can do it. We can't do it. Good game. Oh, oh man. Yeah, that didn't go too well. Sure. I'll just put in another mountain. We still have 7 sources for blue, which should be fine. Well, we need 2 wins in a row now to go even. I don't think we will make it with this deck. Wow, him just using 3 removal spells in a row to clear the board is just very well done by them. Now the overzealous muscle is very strong. However, it's only during our turn, so there's no point in keeping an instant speed removal up for it to stay alive, because you know it only works on our turn. They had a very nice deck. Now if it continues like this, I will be out of gems soon. So Nicolia, please just forfeit. Can't keep that. We can keep this. This is double blue. Let's get rid of the swamp. Hello. My word, she's always around when I don't have the mana yet. I mean, I love having her around, but not if I can't cast her. Okay, now I think I want to play the Geist Drake, because I want to play this when I can commit a crime, preferably. And if they attack with Miriam, I think I will block, because this is a very strong card. They will most probably not attack. Okay. Plot this. They will get in for some damage. Will I think I will just keep it behind so they will not do us 3 damage. I'd rather have that happen. Now we can play this next turn. And we need to find a way to get rid of the bighorn. Notably, we can't do it during their turn. Oh man, green is just too strong. Let's just plan the heist first. Oh please, more lands. This is not looking too good. I mean, they're curving out perfectly. And we need to start blocking with our overzealous muscle, which is something I don't really like. But as I said before, this deck, I'm not too happy about it really. They probably have some trick to give it lifelink or just remove my... Yeah, this will be very difficult for us to win. I think I'll have to take it. Well, I think that's game. Man. Drawing so many lands. Forgive me if I get a bit salty. No board wipe. Even if we had the board wipe, we need to live for 2 more turns, which I think is pretty much impossible. Notably, we can make a spirit during their turn. Wow. Why aren't they just going for the tempo play? Yeah, I will jump. I'm not sure why they did that. I mean, if you're so far ahead and you see we're struggling, why not just play the Bridal Bighorn? I will do both. I do want to... Do I want to pay 1? I think I do. I really need the board wipe. Sure. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The only out now is top decking our board wipe, which would be amazing. But the odds are 1 in 20. And we'll go to 1. One in 20. Just another land, because why not? Ten lands. You know, this is just a part of Magic, which makes it sometimes very annoying to play. Yeah, well, that's what I was expecting with this deck. Well, I hope you learned how not to draft. Another 1-3, which is way worse than I'm used to, but I'll just keep trying. Yeah, I'll have to reflect on this, what I could have done differently. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope to see you in the next one. And I wish you a very good day. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Draft.